the Blessed Sacrament Choir with Amazing Grace. Beautiful job, kids. It's our pleasure to have them here this morning for our tree lighting ceremony. We're very fortunate to have you. Thank you. We'll have more songs from the kids a little bit later on. I'd like to welcome you all to our Light Up a Life annual memorial celebration to remember those we have loved and lost. I'm Rich Teddemer, news anchor for 22 News. Before I start, I should make mention we have two Western Massachusetts broadcasting legends with us today, Barbara Bernard and Cy Becker. They were both working in the 1960s, and they're both still working today. So, congratulations, Cy and Barbara. Nice to have you with us. As we start our ceremony this morning, we would like to open the service with our national anthem, to be sung by Larry White Jr. for the Honor Guard of Veterans of Foreign Wars, and to present the colors, the VFW District 7 Honor Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nice job, Larry, and thank you to the VFW District 7 Honor Guard. Our first speaker this morning is Spiro Hatiris, the President and CEO of Valley Health Systems.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to thank the Color Guard again and the veterans everywhere for their service and their dedication. Thank you. I think the second round of applause needs to go to our wonderful choir. I know they've been applauded quite a bit, but they're amazing. Thank you. Thank you, kids. I want to thank Rich and Channel 22 for being here every year and honoring us with their presence and reporting on this wonderful event. Thank you, Rich. All our volunteers and sponsors, I appreciate all their efforts and everything that they do to contribute to the well-being of our Hospice Life and Care organization. Thank you so much. And last but not least, all of you being here, supporting us and supporting Hospice Life and Care all year through and being together here to celebrate the lighting ceremony of our Christmas tree. I will tell you that when I stand here in front of you every year, I always feel humbled and always feel always filled with thoughts of the folks that have left us and the folks that we remember every year, and with a lot of gratitude for everything that they've done and left behind and their memories. I'm very proud to be here. I'm very proud to be working for Valley Health Systems and for Holyoke Medical Center and Hospice Life and Care and the VNA and everybody else and the staff that staffs those organizations. I think they're doing God's work, and I think that I hope that God blesses them going forward, that they continue to contribute to the community the way they do and embrace everyone and hopefully ease people's pain as they depart this world. So for all those and all of those who we remember today, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Spiros. What is hospice, and what does it mean? Let's find out what their story's all about, and what they mean for the people who they care for and help in the end of life. Let's meet Sue LaFlame, and she'll talk about her beloved mom, Doris Rainey, and her experience with hospice. Sue?
Hi, my name is Sue LaFlame, and I recently lost my mother on September 27th. My mom's goal was to stay at home with me. When my father passed away 5 years ago, my mom didn't want to stay in her house by herself. So she looked at me and said, "Can I move in with you?" And I'm like, "Sure you can, Mom, but I'm going to have to add on because you're not going to be able to walk upstairs." So we added on a nice room for her, added another room for my daughter because she didn't want to be downstairs by herself. It wasn't long after she started living with me that we found out she was very ill with cancer. And as time went on, she kept telling me, "I do not want to go in a nursing home. I want to stay in my house. I want to stay in bed, and I want to die at home." That was kind of difficult for me at first because I'm not in any type of medical field, so I didn't know what was going to partake in it or what I was going to have to do. Well, thanks to Hospice Life Care, they became my lifeline. They came to the house, they would talk to my mother. I had wonderful people coming in. Natalia was my nurse, and anytime, 24/7, I had an issue, I could call that hospice line. And if someone needed to come to my house to help me or to explain something to me, they were there right away. After that, and I'm sorry, my brother's here and he's waving at me, and this is a surprise to me. Hi, Brian. So what would end up happening was that they would come in and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do." And she would explain it to me, and she would ease my mind by saying, "You're doing everything right. Everything is okay." Then I had a CNA, Jasmine, who was just a peach as well. She would come over and help my mother get ready for the day. And then when my mother couldn't get out of bed anymore, she would talk to her. She would put lotion on her so her skin would stay nice and soft. And that I saw the care that I would have given to my mother through the Hospice Life Care. And then we have Carrie. Carrie, to me, was our spiritual advisor. We are Catholic, we are practicing Catholics, so this was something that my mother really needed in her life to talk to. And don't get me wrong, my mother was ready to go. She would tell me all the time, "Susan, I'm 88 years old and nobody lives forever." And I got that from her. But I still, as prepared as I was not prepared when she died. I got a phone call from my husband, and I went home, and I couldn't believe it. Then we make our phone call to hospice. Within 15 minutes, Natalia was at our house. All the comfort and the guidance that they gave me through the 2 months that my mom had hospice really, right now, is what makes me feel good, because I know that that is exactly what she wanted. And I don't want anyone to be disillusioned. I was on a ledge a couple of times. "John, I can't do this anymore." That's my husband. "You're gonna have to talk to Natalia, tell her we need comfort care." And he would help talk me off of it. My brothers would help me talk me off of it. And then Hospice Life Care helped me. They said, "Sue, you're doing fantastic. You're doing everything right." And I needed to hear that because I wasn't sure if I was doing everything right. As I said, my mom passed on September 27th, and as prepared as I thought I wasn't. But hospice, it didn't end the day that they walked out of my house. I received phone calls, I received a beautiful card from hospice with all the people that I was dealing with. I get invitations to different activities, and so you're not left, all right, your mom's in heaven now and we'll see you later. They're here for me even now. And to me, that is also a great comfort. So all I can say is thank you to all the Hospice Life Care that was in my life, in my family's life. You made this so easy for me to be able to keep my mom with me, which was exactly what she wanted to do. And trust me, there was times where I just was ready to give up. I didn't think I could do it. And if it wasn't for all of you, I might have just done that. And thanks to you, she was comfortable. She died extremely peacefully, which I think was my biggest joy. And I want to thank you for that. Thank you.
We now have time for our tree lighting ceremony. While we're here, we'll sing You Raise Me Up.